Hi everyone, it's Nicole Wilkins with FitnessRx for Women, and this is my next question and answer segment where I took your questions from Facebook and I'm going to answer them for you today. The first question is, I have heard it is virtually impossible, no matter what you eat, to gain any fat in the post-workout period after you finish lifting weights. Is this true or a myth? And when are cheat meals best? Okay, you can't gain a ton of fat from one meal on its own. It's a culmination of a lot of things, excess calories day in and day out. You can't have a burger and then just all of a sudden get fat, or have a candy bar post-workout and all of a sudden gain fat. So the best time to have cheat meals is different for every single person. Sometimes people who have cheat meals can't seem to stop themselves because they only have them once a week or once a month and they go overboard. So some people have them once a week, some people have them every other week, some people save them for special occasions. It really just depends on your particular body and what works best for you. The next question is, what are some snack ideas that you use? Well, quick snack ideas would be protein powder. So just carry a shaker bottle with protein powder, add water, shake and go. For any fruit, apples, bananas, those are easy. You don't have to, there's not much, you just have to clean them or peel them. I would, like any nuts, pecans, walnuts, almonds, cashews, nuts, protein bars if necessary, but be aware of the amount of saturated fat and sugar in them. Some of them are like glorified candy bars. And rice cakes. I mean, anything that can be portable and not have to be refrigerated is a good snack. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Do you think high intensity exercise is okay to do 5 times a week for 30 minutes each session? I heard it should be done 2 times a week. I'm 56 years old and I have been exercising for about 30 years. 2, yes, with high intensity interval training. All right, I want to clear a couple things up, and I've talked about this before. There's a difference between steady state interval training and high intensity interval training. Now, if you're doing interval training 5 times a week, 30 minutes, no problem. That's if you're going on the treadmill, for example, and you go speed 4.0, 5.0, 6.0, 7.0, 5.0, 4.0, 8.0. It's just like constantly, doing intervals. High intensity intervals are when you do extreme bouts of physical activity to the point where you can't go anymore. So you're sprinting as fast as you can for roughly a minute, where at that minute you cannot go any longer. And then you have to recover for a couple minutes. It takes it's very, very intense when doing it correctly. So I don't recommend people doing high intensity intervals every single day, or more than, 3 days is sufficient. And I think a mix of all of those is important. Some days do intervals, some days do high intensity intervals, some days just go for a straight jog or just go on the step mill and just go. It will help prevent you from getting injured. It will allow you to recover between high intensity interval training bouts, and it will give you, the biggest thing is really avoiding injury and allowing your body to recover. So the next question is, when is it good to drink a protein shake, before or after a workout? And how many times should I drink a shake during the day? To answer your question, you can drink a protein shake before or after. I usually drink a shake after because it doesn't sustain me long enough during my training if I have it before, and it's really quick to get into your system if you drink it after. So I have a whole meal, a real meal with real food, pre-workout, and post-workout I'll drink a shake, have a piece of fruit or a couple rice cakes, and then I don't really think having more than 2 protein shakes a day is necessary. You should really rely on whole foods and supplement with protein powder. And the last question I have is, any suggestions on how to deal with chronically tight muscles? For me, it's my lower legs. PNF stretches and foam rolling is a regular part of my routine, but it doesn't seem to be enough. I would try, well, those would be my first two suggestions, but if it isn't enough, I would try getting deep tissue massage therapy. I would also try incorporating yoga into your routine, where you're actually holding those stretches a lot longer and doing heated yoga, like Bikram yoga or hot vinyasa, where the room is warm, can help elongate the muscle tissue and make it easier for you to stretch a little deeper. Warm up really good before you start working out to make sure that your body is ready to train and you don't get hurt if your muscles are that tight. So hopefully that helps. All right, guys, those are the questions I have for this week. Until next week, keep asking your questions on the FitnessRx for Women Facebook page, and I'll be back here every Friday to answer them for you. Until then, keep living the fit life.